Welcome back to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. This segment is sponsored by Claire. Roadside vendors operating in the city of San Fernando had their food seized by public health inspectors last night for several health violations. The exercise, which was led by Chief Public Health Inspector John Ramkilawan, PHI IV, and head of the food unit Alexander Ramnath, found poor public health standards among vendors selling such items such as sauce, punches, corn soup, pies, oysters, and doubles from Library Corner, Coffee Street, and Naparima Mayara Road. According to a news release issued by Mayor Navid Marodali via social media, some of the public health violations included outdated food badges, improper storage of food items, inappropriate food handling, wear, and questionable hygiene practices. Mayor Muradali, who is also a medical doctor, is advising the public that food poisoning can lead to severe organ failure and even death, and they should report suspicious and questionable food preparation and handling by calling the city's hotline at 211 or visiting the Public Health Department at City Hall, San Fernando. National Security Minister Peter Bunting has charged that certain powers given to the Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM, could derail partnerships with international security bodies that join forces with Jamaica to fight organized crime. It's not only Bunting who has expressed grave concern about sweeping powers given to the Commission of INDECOM in the statute governing that body. The Jamaica Defense Force is of the view that a provision in the statute governing INDECOM has significant implications for national security. Addressing a joint select committee of Parliament, which started reviewing the Independent Commission of Investigations Act last Thursday, Bunting charged that the legislation gives INDECOM the power to instruct the police in the conduct of its probes. Bunting cited an example that he claimed could compromise future agreements with Jamaica's international partners. He said in a situation where INDECOM instructs the police to disclose a source of intelligence or reveal information involving cooperation with its international partners, this could have huge implications for our national security and public interest, he says. Committee Chairman Senator Mark Golding was sympathetic to Bunting's concern. In a written submission to the Joint Select Committee, the leadership of the JDF argued that the wording of the law allows the Commissioner of INDECOM, who has no military training or expertise, to interfere in all aspects of the force with significant implications, not just for discipline, but for national security. According to the JDF, Section 14 of the INDECOM Act has been interpreted in part to empower the Commission to manage, supervise, direct, and control an investigation carried out by the security forces in relation to an incident when the Commission deems it necessary to direct and oversee that investigation. The section also empowers the Commission to notify the responsible officer and direct that no action shall be taken until INDECOM has completed its investigation. The Commonwealth of Puerto Rico contains 6 national wildlife refuges and is home to 25 endangered and threatened animal species, 21 of which are found nowhere else on Earth. For instance, there are only 200 Puerto Rican parrots, the Amazona vittata, remaining with less than 50 left in the wild, making it one of the 10 rarest birds on Earth. The island is also home to 49 endangered and threatened plant species. There are 37 Resource Conservation and Recovery Acts and Superfund cleanup sites on Puerto Rico. Through the new task force, federal investigative agencies will coordinate their efforts to investigate and prosecute those responsible for committing serious environmental crimes. Federal laws have been enacted to protect the environment, but their enforcement requires the coordinated efforts and involvement of multiple federal law enforcement agencies with the assistance, local law enforcement, and the citizenry. The task force has 3 specific goals, which are improve investigative coordination among the federal authorities who are responsible for protecting public health and the environment, to coordinate the available federal resources and improve the dissemination of information between the federal law enforcement agencies to better protect human health and the environment, and to improve environmental awareness of the community to recognize violations of federal environmental laws and regulations. Efforts are underway to further develop the cassava industry in Barbados. Deputy Director of Crops in the Ministry of Agriculture, Food, Fisheries and Water Resource Management, Dr. Dennis Blackman, made this disclosure during a recent two-day tour of a number of small farms and agro-processing plants across the island. Blackman said that the ministry had a number of plans in place to produce a variety of healthy products which could replace some imported starches. The Deputy Director of Crops said that more farmers were coming on board with cassava production and that there were approximately 100 acres of land on the island dedicated to cassava production. He noted that the Barbados Agricultural Development Marketing Corporation was in the process of expanding its processing plant to produce products from cassava. Executive Director of Clayuca, Bernardo Ospina, who was also on the tour, explained that his organization helped countries with technology, provided training for farmers and technocrats, people in the cassava industry, and also assisted in finding more competitive ways to produce and manage the cassava industry. During the tour, Blackman, Ospina, and a number of ministry officials visited small farmers, the Ministry of Agriculture's Tissue Culture Lab, and the BADMC plant at Sewell, among others. You are watching Caribbean Affiliate News. Stay tuned.
Take your car out. This is awesome.
It's time to grow up.
You're crazy.
Little while
Faster. Stop.
It'll all be alright.
I raised my son to be careful,
Hey, sweetie. Hey, Mom.
but just to be safe,
So don't you worry.
I got a Subaru.
Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Coleman Subaru, 1710 North Alden Avenue, Ewing, New Jersey, or colemansubaru.com.
5 million customers use Leica Mobile for affordable international mobile calls, connecting over 2.5 million mobile calls daily, helping our customers stay in touch with their loved ones, whether they be in Asia, Africa, Europe, or the rest of the world. Every 5 seconds, a new Leica Mobile customer joins our growing family, helping you to make affordable international calls across the world. Leica Mobile. Call the world for less.
Hey, excuse me, if you see me smiling, that's 'cause I'm chilling on Total Caribbean Network. It's your boy Wyclef Jean, man, and I'm chillin', man. Total Caribbean Network. Man, I love their style. Whoa, 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 whoa.